Now we're going to talk about reflections. Reflections occur when I have a multiplier of a -1 either multiplied on the outside of our function or multiplied on the inside of the function. And to keep with our same kind of analogy that we've been working with before, anything that happens on the outside is going to translate to a vertical flip, and anything that happens on the inside, we're going to translate that as a horizontal flip. So when I flip something vertically, that's going to be a flip over the x-axis, and when I flip something horizontally, that's going to be a flip over the y-axis. So let's look at this first example. When we start with the graph of y is equal to rad x, radical x has the points of interest that we initially start with as 0, 0, 1, 1, and 4, 2. Again, anything that happens on the outside is going to be a vertical transformation that is logical and is going to affect the y values of the ordered pair. So yeah, it flips over the x-axis, but we're going to manipulate the y values in order to get that flip. And then anything that corresponds to an inside multiplier, this is going to be horizontal backwards from logic. And we're going to manipulate the x values of our ordered pairs in order to achieve that flip. Manipulating the x values, though, is going to cause the graph to flip over the y-axis. So in this first example, we're going to use the square root of x graph in order to graph g of x is equal to the square root of negative x. This negative is on the inside. And so since it's on the inside, we are going to manipulate the x values of our ordered pairs. And we're going to, actually in this case, we're going to divide the x's by -1. And this is sticking to a pattern that we've already seen play out in different kinds of problems. So we're dividing our x values by -1, and then we'll see where our graph lands as a result. So when we divide by -1 here, we have an x coordinate that is still going to be at 0, and the y coordinate doesn't change when we do this, right? So when we divide our x coordinate by -1 here, we're going to get an x coordinate that's -1, and the y value doesn't change, so the y value is going to be +1. So we have -1, 1. And then when we divide the x coordinate by -1 here, we see that the x value, after this flip has happened, the x value is going to be -4, and the y value stays at +2. The y value doesn't change, and so then we get our graph that appears to have been, notice after we divide out the x values by -1, the graph has been now flipped over the y-axis. So we use these algorithms to affect each of the ordered pairs, and then what we see as a result is that the graph was flipped over the y-axis. Now, let's take a look at the domain and the range here. We see that the domain of this function appears to be, looking at the graph, we can see that the domain is from -infinity to 0. And then the range of this graph, again, we're just looking at the graph to determine the domain and the range. It looks like for the range, we have from 0 to +infinity. It is possible to find the domain of a function algebraically, and for a radical function, to find its domain algebraically, we would take the radicand and set it greater than or equal to 0, and in this case the radicand is -x, and in order to solve for x here, we would divide both sides by -1, and when we divide an inequality by a negative, it switches the direction of the inequality to go less than or equal to 0, and that is the same domain that we came up with when we were looking at the graph of the function. So what that means is that we are only allowed to plug negative values into the g function, because when we do that, we would say the square root of -x looks like this. I would have to be plugging in a negative value for x so that what I end up with under the radical is then positive, because -4 is positive, and that's what's required to get a real output. So we do see that the ordered pair -4 corresponds to +2 on my graph, and the values that we plug in for x must have been negative if the opposite of x is on the inside of the radical.